Hi everyone, I'm Robyn Zimmerman and this is Talk of the Town. Pearce Scott has joined us. He's a principal with Pearce Scott Architects, located in Bluffton, but serves and designs predominantly custom homes throughout the entire Lowcountry and beyond.
Thank you.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Tell us a little bit about your background, and your company's been in Bluffton, what you said, 11 years or so?
11 years, yes.
So tell us how you got there.
And I got here, I grew up in Wilmington, North Carolina. My mother was president of the Historic Foundation, and so she drugged me around to these old houses growing up. It was always a good time. And it kind of got me interested in building, I think, and designing, and I was always the class artist, and so it kind of made sense. I got here about 20 years ago. I was in Cincinnati, where my wife was from. And I got a job opportunity down here and been here ever since. So
now the profession of architect, of being an architect, has really changed a lot, hasn't it?
It has.
Want to tell us how?
Yeah.
in a few words or less.
Yes. Yeah, my very first job out of high school, I was drawing by hand. Right. And then I went off to school and I came back and everybody was doing CAD. And then CAD turned into BIM models, Revits, which is all 3D in the computer. So just the tool we use has gotten so much more powerful and so much more exacting, and it's easy to get lost in it sometimes. But on top of that, all the systems and the materials that are available these days are ever changing and ever getting more sophisticated. Codes are always changing. It never sits still.
So is it a degree? Do you get a degree in architecture now in college?
Yes. And
I would think you were talking about the codes, it involves so many components besides just the design piece, all the regulations and all of that you have to understand to be able to design a home.
Or at least know where to find them.
So tell us about so you predominantly do homes, residential, but you did design the Burnt Church Distillery, which is spectacular, as I was saying.
Thank you.
It's really beautiful. So why do you focus on homes now?
To start with, 20 years ago in the Lowcountry, that's kind of what you did. There just wasn't a lot of commercial architecture to do. And I was pretty good at it. Houses, I kind of got the Lowcountry, and probably from growing up in Wilmington, that's similar kind of proportion and scale and coastal. So it was kind of a natural place to start. Palmetto Bluff was just starting, and that was a good fit for me, stylistically. So that's how we started. Most of the people that work with me really enjoy doing houses more than big commercial buildings. So we'll do some commercial buildings, but it's usually pretty select.
And so homes today, you don't call it the master suite, you call it the
primary.
The primary. And then they're so open in that you can actually open up and have an extension of your open space outside. That's a big feature today. Yeah,
and it's also a big challenge. Your kitchens, for instance, if in that open scenario, you've got effectively one wall to put cabinets on and appliances on. And so we end up doing, almost every house now has a souped up butler's pantry, which we call just a back kitchen.
Interesting.
And that's where all the kind of support stuff goes for the pretty kitchen.
Are people building bigger houses or smaller houses today? Or is it all over the map?
I'd say both. Some people it's so expensive to build right now that some people just need to be in a smaller footprint. And then there's other people that just want what they want.
And so why would we want to use you as if I want to build a house? Why would I want to come to Pearce
I think you would find we're a nice combination of what I mentioned before, hand drawing and computer and loosey-goosey creative, but also very technically competent. And we typically start all of our homes with a kickoff meeting that can last up to 2 hours, and we just literally sit there and talk, and then I start to sketch and what kind of style do you like? What do you need? What do you have to have? What do you want to have? And by the end of that, we come away with a plan that's pretty solid, usually. And
do you work with certain builders or a whole scope of builders?
Whole host of them.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Any final comments you want to share with our viewers about your business? It's, again, nice to have you on the show.
Yeah, no, I just think we enjoy what we do, and it's usually pretty fun. And
Very good.
so, yeah.
Pearce Scott Architects.
Yes.
Thank you, Pearce.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you.